Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal, PeaceLoveMusic, with another episode of the Let's Go Morning Show, brought to you by DeOrganized Media in partnership with Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting. And it is Wednesday morning, the 30th of October, one day to Halloween, which is a fun time of year, especially as a dad. Almost my youngest is actually going trick-or-treating with friends, and I've been told I am not allowed to come. So this is the first year in about probably like my whole life almost, because just before my oldest was born 28 years ago, my ex, we were in our late teens, and I had to take her trick-or-treating. So I've been on trick-or-treating probably for a good like damn near 40 some odd years. So this will be the first time I don't get to go out trick-or-treating. But which is good because I don't need the candy. I could use the exercise and the walking around, but also having a slower night off might be good for PeaceLoveMusic with all the cranking and shanking we've been doing in the space lately, and all the amazing projects I have to cover because there's so much stuff that you guys are producing. So really just happy to be here. Good morning, LMNO. If you guys don't know, LMNO is actually a part of the DeOrganized team now. He's helping us out a lot. Thank you, sir. And we actually do have a special guest today. Xenitron will be joining us shortly, so stay tuned for that. We're going to have a really great conversation about what's coming for Skullcoin, about his current play to earn iteration, which he's performing on X Spaces with Staxy hosting, and how that's going to incorporate into the online game, and how that translates, I guess, into the online game is a better word for it. You guys know Nakamoto is live. We are now broadcasting post Nakamoto update, and there's a little bit of consternation for some of the people in the space. I guess some of the transactions are getting hung up a little bit. There are some bugs going on, so we're not quite sure. There's some things that need to be worked out, kinks that need to be worked out, and I'm sure that'll get all rectified. Some people are getting a little anxious about it, but we're not worried about it here. I know that the devs know what they're doing and are on top of it. Friendly reminder, this is a news show. We are here to inform you, bring the information to you about what's going on in the stacks and broader Bitcoin ecosystem. We are not providing financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own research and never invest money you cannot afford to lose. And with that, we're going to get into it. Bitcoin's looking strong. It did actually touch an all-time high. It's dropped down a little bit into the 61K range. I was at, 71K range. It was at 72,443 a little while ago. Stacks hanging in at 182, down a little bit, but moved up in the coin market cap rankings to number 31 from number 32 yesterday. So steadily moving up against other blockchains or other projects in the space, other coins in the space. And Fear and Greed has pushed up from 60 to 67. So people are getting excited. That's why we saw a new all-time high tip. It was just a wick up, but we did an all-time high over 73. It was 73.5 or somewhere like that earlier this morning. So super exciting. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure that the market sentiment is so bullish because of the Nakamoto upgrade. I can't see how that wasn't the cause for the new Bitcoin all-time high. And also the top three gainers on CoinMarketCap over the past 24 hours are Maker, Sui, and Say tokens. So check those out. Those are all interesting projects. I'm not trading my stacks for it, not financial advice. But I do actually hold a little bit of bags on all three of those tokens, small bags. But I hold some bags. Stacks calendar for the day. We have, again, it's Hong Kong FinTech Week. Check that out. Some cool stuff happening there. Chainlink SmartCon is also happening today. That's all day. This morning, and again, every Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern time. I think it changes in a week to be on 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. They have a little bit of their winter time is a little bit off from ours, and when we change clocks, so everyone's off a little bit this week. But Stacks Australia, Stacks Down Under, great show this morning, chatting with Gordon and Hamish and Nieta and all the friends from Down Under. Catch them on Wednesday mornings. And then today, later at noon, we have a great show for the DeOrganized Stack Spotlight with me and Haddy. We'll be chatting with Gnome, the advisor from Stacking DAO, and Not Tim from Nothing Token, and Hadan from Alex is going to join us. We got a great show. So come in, tune in to us on Twitter, X at noon. At 12:30, Stacks Brand Working Group. It's a bi-weekly meeting. Interesting stuff going on from the marketing side from the team at Stacks. So check them out if you're interested in catching up what they're doing. 1 p.m. is the Clarity Collective meetup. At 2 p.m., Stacks' Ecosystem Explorer, where she introduces new topics, helping onboard new members of the community. At 3 p.m., there's Building on Bitcoin with Bitflow. At 4 p.m. is the Stacks Nigeria Pushing the Narrative. And then FinTech Friday night. It says 7 to 8 a.m. I'm not sure if that's a typo or what. Says 7 p.m. FinTech. I think it's 7 p.m. tonight, FinTech Friday night. Or maybe that's tomorrow morning. FinTech Friday night. I got to talk to Hero about that one. Don't pay attention to that one. Some really interesting stuff in the news today. And I just want to shout out. Good morning, Michael. Peace be with you, my brother. Good morning, Reese. How are you? What's up, Hamish? Yeah, great chatting with you, man. I wish I could have hung out with you guys a little bit more. That was a great conversation we had about DAOs and the development of governance in our space and how that's going to shape the future. And thank you actually for continuing that and doing that work, because somebody needs to, and you're doing an awesome job with it, in my opinion, if I do say so myself. Really interesting stuff in the news. Florida, the chief financial officer for the state of Florida endorses strategic Bitcoin reserve, urging state pensions to add Bitcoin as a hedge against market volatility. We're getting states now, and then this should have happened years ago, by the way. States have been sleeping. This is something that's going to happen. It's starting to happen, where this is how mass adoption happens. It becomes obvious to large fund managers that Bitcoin is an asset they need to hold to protect their customers and their clients' assets. And you're starting to see that more and more. And now the state of Florida is looking at this as a legitimate option, not only just a legitimate option, but probably the best practice to incorporate Bitcoin into their pension strategy. And that's just going to start happening more and more. So, we're still early, but we're less early than we were a week ago, and we're less early than we were a year ago. So don't sleep on Bitcoin, fam. Like, not financial advice, but you should definitely be accumulating some to protect the store value of your savings, in my humble opinion. The SBTC Stacks signer criteria vote, SIP 028, is live. Go to stx.eco to cast your vote. I cast my vote yesterday. I voted yes. If you do have any reasons to vote no, join in the conversation and let us know why you might be opposed to that. But it seems like a pretty much no-brainer the way it's designed right now. But obviously, we don't all know all perspectives. And if you have a different perspective, you should let us know about that. A new SIP proposal is being worked on. The goal is to align the Stacks reward halving cycle with the Bitcoin halving cycle. As of right now, and originally the Stacks halving cycle was aligned with the Bitcoin halving cycle, but it's varied a little bit because prior paradigm, not every Stacks block happened with, not every Bitcoin block had a Stacks block early on. So that varied a little bit. The current Stacks halving is due to happen sometime in this December. And the proposal is to align it with the 4-year cycle so that the next Stacks halving would happen with the next Bitcoin halving. which would preserve the current rewards mechanism for the current cycle and keep that locked in for the launch of Nakamoto and the development of Nakamoto, the adoption of Nakamoto, fast blocks, and SBTC, and all the other stuff that's to come, to keep the miner rewards incentivized to keep the blocks churning out quickly, not disrupt that process in the middle of other things launching. There is going to the proposal is that the vote will start with reward cycle 97 on November 11th and run through the 26th. And we should actually have some more information about that in the coming days. Check out, I think we're trying to line up an AMA on Twitter Spaces, or maybe a live broadcast to further talk about that and get the conversation going. Because it is kind of I think it makes sense based on what I've read about it. I got to read more into it. And there's a link right up here where you can actually go to the conversation in the Stacks Fund, Stacks Forum, where it was originally proposed. That's a link right to the forum page right there. You can join in that conversation, read all about what the proposal is, and put your feedback in, even if you just want to encourage it or say, hey, thanks for thinking about this, or if you have any concerns about it. More feedback, the better. I do want to thank everyone that tuned in yesterday. We had our morning show and we ran into the town hall, and then we did a live broadcast covering the town hall X space on Restream on our broadcast with Bitcoin Live and DeOrganized. Had Haddy join me. GPSC's my regular buddy on Tuesday mornings. He hung out for the show, and Reese joined us, and it was really great. We got a bunch of turnout, and hopefully that was useful to you. Let us know if actually that was a useful tool to have us broadcasting live. Maybe you couldn't tune into the space and you got a different perspective, or you were able to watch it differently because you didn't have to log into the space and you could still listen to it. Let us know if that was useful and helpful. All feedback is good. If it wasn't useful or helpful, if it was cumbersome for you, that let us know about that too. We are really excited. Tune in. We are covering live election coverage on Bitcoin Live with DeOrganized Media all night Tuesday, the 5th of November. We're going to cover the U.S. election. We'll be running the live stream coverage of the election with guests joining us throughout the evening. And if you're interested in coming on and chatting during that too, we're looking for whoever wants to come up. You can chat with us a little bit. You don't have to stay on for, it could be a few minutes. You can hang out for hours if you want to. We will have a lot of people coming on. We're not short on guests, but we want to open it up to as many people that might want to come on and chat live during that session. And we're also kind of trying to test the max capacity of what we can do on here, how many people we can get on live. So if you're interested, come hang out with us on Tuesday, the 5th, and DM me if you're interested too, and we'll line up to get you on. But we're really excited about that. Also, again, we're just getting DeOrganized. We're just doing so great, and we're so happy. Thank you again. I want to thank you all for all the awesome stuff we've gotten from our community, all the feedback and all the support we've gotten. We had the Easy A guys. If you guys aren't familiar, Easy A is an app with kind of similar to Duolingo, a language learning app, but it's for learning coding languages, blockchain coding languages specifically. And they do actually cover Clarity, and they're having an event up at Harvard on not this weekend, but the following weekend. They're going to be there on Saturday the 9th and Sunday the 10th. And I am going to come up there not far away. I'm going to go up there and broadcast live, interview, and do a live broadcast from Harvard covering the Easy A event. And I'm just psyched about having these opportunities to do this stuff. And that wouldn't be there without my audience supporting me and supporting us, I should say. We are a small but growing team at DeOrganized and Bitcoin Live, and we really appreciate you all. So thank you all for continuing to support us and watch. Also, AIBTC Championship Sprint is running through Friday. I am really excited about what they're doing. I'm still not sure if I set all my stuff up properly yet. I am participating. There's 100 participants started, each with $100 worth of stacks. and you build your AI team on there. It's a trade team. You fund the team with the funds you already have in this case, but that's something you'll be able to do on your own through AIBTC as well, where you create a team of agents or a crew of agents with different specialties that help you coordinate your trading strategies, and then you deploy them into the market into trades on your behalf. And this is super cutting edge availability to the general public as it moves forward. And I'm just I love what they're building at AIBTC, and I'm super psyched to see how the contest ends. See if I did my trade bots right, and how that goes moving forward. And without further ado, I have a great guest for you today. Our friend from the space, Xenitron, always out there, always helping support everybody else, and building a great project called Skullcoin. If you've been living under a rock and you haven't heard about it, we're going to tell you all about it now. Xenitron from Skullcoin, how are you today, sir? I love that mask, man. It looks awesome. What's going on,
Hello everyone.
Nakamoto?
Hi everyone. Yeah, I'm great. I am looking like on my age, actual age this one. Yeah, I'm ready to explain everything.
You looking your age today? You're looking your age or feeling your age?
Now I'm looking on my age, but I'm feeling better. Little bit better. One life. On one life better.
Nice, nice. How are you feeling about Nakamoto? What's your initial response?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. Transactions are very fast, but they need to little bit update with like smart contracts with NFTs. But for our game, it's not a problem because there is no like the goal to be the fastest player as the game that we doing every Monday. So every Monday it's a game for young and fast people, but our on-chain game it's about like collaboration. It's about social engagement. That's very important.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that I love what you're doing with the play to earn on X in those spaces. I think it's a great way to get um it's a great way to get eyeballs on your project while you're waiting to be able to launch on mainnet. I am super psyched about coming onto mainnet, and I actually love engaging in the social space, even though for whatever reason, and it's probably my age to some degree, I can't compete with the younger guys in that mode of the game as far as the on X play to earn, find to earn platform, which is fine. I love engaging with the people anyway. I'm not there to necessarily just to win tokens. I like following your project and chatting with you and Staxy and celebrating the people that are winning. And Hero actually won a couple weeks ago. I remember that. Also want to just shout out a few people saying good morning. A few more people. Hero said good morning. Haddy said good morning. GPSC in the house. Andy Ipasler, who's doing some really cool stuff with the Nakamojo, or the Mojo NFTs, and kind of bring that community out. And Hamish, yes, Hamish Jones, Hamish, yes, you're absolutely welcome to come on Tuesday and talk during the election coverage as well. So as far as what's there's some people that are concerned. I'm not sure I understand what's going on with Nakamoto. Do you have a little bit of insight as to what needs to be tweaked, why people are experiencing some frozen transactions or just kind of stuck in pending transactions, and why that's happening? Do you know?
I believe there is a main developer. It's Jude, and he dropped this information on GitHub by Brandon. So they will update the chain with some tweaks. I'm not following like exactly this technical information because I'm just building my project, but they will fix it soon, as soon as possible, because like we have a mint yesterday with like this Megapond NFTs, and it's frozen chain for some time. Like I mean, the transaction stacks, but it's not a problem because, like Munib said, they focused on security. So it means like they will sort this thing out very soon.
Okay, so I didn't have any megaponts originally. I feel really sad about that actually myself. I wish I did, because it's such an awesome community. So many people in the space have them, but I didn't take part in that NFT mint either. So that might be why I don't quite understand what's happening, and that's why there's so many people involved that are like, "What's going on? What's going on?" There's just some bugs, and so the core devs are aware of this. They're working on it, and they actually have solutions for it. It's just a byproduct of some of the security features, it seems like.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm just reading the Megapon chat. It's the most OG chat in our community. So it for like 5 years. Yeah, they had this Ape Village chat, and also I saw yesterday there is a Trevor.btc came with Megapon Skull Mania. There is a lot of very cool actually like NFTs by Weasley. I like this artist. So they talk a lot about what's happening, what's going on, and we're just waiting for this small fix. I believe Stacks has very big team, and they sort out to fix those things with NFTs, but transaction is very fast. It's very cool.
Yeah, most of what I've seen has been super fast. And my vote for the SIP 028, that transaction processed faster than I was able to even go look at it. I went to go look at it, and after I processed it, I went to go look at it in my wallet, and it was already done. Like I didn't ever get to see it pending, which is just wild, for where we've been in the past. It's insane how fast some of the transactions are lightning fast. Not to use somebody else's branding, but we are actually, I guess, a competitor with Lightning now, right? As far as speed of transactions, and soon we'll have our own native BTC as well on Stack. So really awesome stuff with Nakamoto. We're super excited, and so, but you said the issue that's kind of affecting some of the transactions right now isn't going to affect Skullcoin at all. You guys are working on getting ready to ship that project within the next couple of days. Do you have a timeline yet?
Yeah, we are planning to ship storyline, so single player game tomorrow, and in the early of November we will ship the competitive game. So it's a pure game for value. You just mint for 3 STX and you compete with other players for prize fund. It will be, I believe, more than 5,000 stacks. So, but actually, there was no competition in first game because if you got the treasure map or the chest, you 100 get the prize. There is some 5%, 50% percentage chest with like a chance of winning, but overall you will not compete. We just minting and winning, but we have to test all mechanics because we need to understand what mechanics is like more interesting for people, what they more like, because like biggest games so far like chess and poker, they calibrated for centuries, but we have all this tech stuff, we have like feedbacks, we have like calculations, we can like move faster and understand what people like.
Yeah, and then you guys have been putting a lot of work in. It's really cool, the design. So people that don't know, so the story mode is almost like an introduction to the gameplay to some degree, right? There's no actual rewards in the story mode, or there are, it's just less.
So let me explain, and let's open on Skullcoin this big thread about like upcoming on-chain game, and just going down through this thread, and I explain everything. Like storyline is a mod when you play for free. So when you play for free, you cannot extract any value from system
Oh,
because
so my experience on testnet with the story mode was you minted the NFTs, but there was actually there was a cost to that because it was on testnet, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, it was a 5 stacks. Yeah, sure. But in on-chain game on mainnet, it will be completely free. You pay only for transactions because we want everyone to try. We want everyone to like dive deep this adventure story to understand the new UX UI, to see the new interface, because we
Perfect.
don't take any money from this, and also we don't take any money from competitive game. We just giving away all the time until our like business model, our product will be fine.
Oh, so when you launch the player versus player game in early November, uh, it you do pay stacks to mint your NFTs, but you're saying that their early phase there might be a discount on that. Is that what
I'm telling you that we don't take any fees. So the mint price will be 3 STX. 1 NFT, 3 STX. So only 1,000 NFTs will exist. And we will give white lists because the minting process will be like plus expected value. It means like it's a poker terminology. So it means like when you mint, you just winning the money because the prize fund is bigger than the minting process creates. So for example, how it works: 1,000 NFT by 3 STX each. So it means 3,000 stacks, right?
Yep.
So we have a lot of meme coins that we got partnership. This collaboration give us a win-win situation with them. So they giving us the additional prize fund. For example, Leo coin, Bitcoin Pepe gives us 1,000 USDT each in their meme coins. So we add this full amount to prize fund. It means the prize fund will go bigger, 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 bigger. It means when you minting, actually, you can only win.
I get it. And partly because there's a burn mechanism too. So over time, you need more. You need more of those to. You need more of the NFTs to be able to burn them and generate the next level NFTs to get higher rewards, and that means that the the pool of early first level NFTs shrinks as well, right?
Yeah, let's open this thread if it's possible for you.
Yes, let me. So this is on something you just posted.
Skullcoin account, yeah.
Okay, let me actually bring that up.
So it's called Skullcoin on-chain game, upcoming release.
There we are. That's us. Skullcoin on-chain game. Gotcha. Okay, so I can share my screen. Okay, so two game modes. Skullcoin introduces storyline and competitive modes. Each mode is a unique journey with its own sequence. Storyline progresses in chapters, while the competitive game brings players head to head for valuable prizes. Here's a look at the mechanics that make these modes distinct and exciting. And I'm looking at this right now. So I have these two images. I actually zoom in a little bit.
You just starting from storyline in soon. You can play 5 episodes. You have the 5 burning mechanism to go through storyline, and after in the early November we launch competitive mode for everyone. We give away a lot of whitelists because we need everyone to play.
Got it. So this is This is an image of the clue. One of the clues
storyline
storyline
on testnet.
Right. I'm actually familiar with this specific image because that the first one? Is that the first
Yeah, it's a first episode, first mini game, first
first level.
puzzle.
Right. Yes. So I actually know where this is. I'm not going to tell anybody. But I solved this puzzle already. So you got it's a free single player game,
Yes,
and
it's completely free.
they mint the NFTs, and the NFTs have clues. So you might have a piece of a map like this, or you might have a little bit of a storyline that kind of gives you some clue, or you might have a location information. Right? Those are
Yeah,
the.
correct.
And then you go and based on the clues you have, so you have this little piece of a map, and then you have it's not giving you coordinates, so you have to go kind of find. Usually, you have to find a location, and then it gives you like a certain amount of distance from that location with some clues where you might find the map or the image on what you're looking for on the map. So then you just kind of go into Google Maps, you find the start location. That's the clue usually gives you a start location, and the other clues give you an idea of where you're going from there to find the actual location for the treasure you're hunting for. And then you go, you find that spot, you find the coordinates, you copy those coordinates, and then you input those in the game, and it tells you whether you've gotten it right. When you get that right, you do get some kind of reward, or I think there was some kind of reward, or just a kind of a you did it type of thing. And then you take those NFTs that you used for that level and you burn them, and that generates the NFTs clues for the next level.
Yeah, you are completely right. So you are just solving the puzzle, entering the coordinates, it's like target hash, and you go through the levels. So it's a burning mechanism. That's why we want hackathons actually and code forensics for this chain of smart contracts. So the price for a storyline will be experience. It will be in profile. Also, you can claim Skullcoin in inscription. So it's just inscriptions on stacks. It's old. It was old mint. They have like zero value, but it's just for free.
Very cool.
So this is example of competitive game. For example, you got the map, the treasure map. It's like on the image of above. So this is how the NFTs look on the public. So it's an icon of treasure map, and this treasure map has a number 3.
Well, so this is the public image of the. This is the.
Yeah,
This
yes,
isn't the encrypted image.
it's a public image. So this image could be traded on marketplace Gamma. This image could be shared to X, to Twitter. So everyone could see this image and say like, okay, buddy, you have the treasure map number 3, but I have the clues number 3. You understand?
Okay, so you know what the NFT. So when you're looking at the NFTs on Gamma, you don't know what the clue is, but you know what kind of clue it is.
Exactly.
Oh, cool! I didn't. Okay, that's new information to me. I wasn't quite sure how that was going to work. So that's really cool because then it makes so you don't know what the clue is, but you know what you're buying. You're not randomly buying, hoping to get the type
Exactly.
of.
They have connection between treasure maps and the clues. It's a number just in the left up corner.
So what is this? What is this image with the
This image just for coordinates for longitude and longitude. You can see on the next thread. You can just scroll down and see how it works. For example, this episode we played before. It was on like public game, yeah.
Yep.
So and these coordinates in each of NFT you saw above. So it means one NFT has first coordinate and second NFT has the second coordinates. But it means like different players own different NFTs and they have exchange, trade, or team up to find the actual place. And only if you collect two of those, you can just input and find this place. So
Okay, so
this
if I
this is
if I
how.
have if I have one coordinate and somebody else has the other coordinate, I I can't mint more NFTs and maybe get the coordinate I'm looking for. I need the one that has that coordinate that somebody else already has.
Yeah,
Potential.
because these NFTs, for example, number three, they have a copies. So you can mint and find this in mint and pool, or you can find the person who had this NFTs with the number three, or you can just ask the person. For example, you ask in Haddy or a Hero Gamer, give me these coordinates, and he will answer, no, I don't give you, but he will tell you it's a joke. Sure, peace, love. Here is the coordinates.
Right. Like so Hero, I might be able to say to Hero, hey, I have an extra mojo NFT. You give me your your coordinates and I'll pass you a Nakamojo or something.
You can share the price actually. For example, in the treasure map will have 50 stacks, and you can tell him, okay, I will give you 10 stacks. Or you can bluff him.
Oh, right. Or I can just be like, no, Hero, you're not winning this time.
Yeah.
Cool. Very, I love it, man. I think it's really, really, really cool stuff. So now I'm on thread number 4 or thread post number 4. And it says new genre of game is a cornerstone of Skullcoin,
Yes,
blending
everyone
digital
knows.
treasure. Is this is the coordinates players need to find is like the target hash in Bitcoin, but only for human minds. Bringing and so that's part of it. Part of the reason for using the coordinates is because it's really hard for AI to game it because of the quantity of potential coordinates around the globe,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Like it doesn't. It's not something that the AI can use. So are we want to move on to number 5 with the merge mechanics and what the burning is like?
Yeah, sure. So we mint in competitive game 1000 NFTs, and those NFT will include like treasure maps, clues, and chests. But you can go to the next level by merging 5 NFTs to get the 2 NFTs of the next level.
So you start out. I need 5 greens to solve the puzzle likely, or I might get lucky if I can figure it out with 4 clues.
No, it's not related to puzzle anyhow. It's just another mechanic. So it's another layer of the game mechanics. So to solve the puzzle, you need to find the clues to the current treasure map. If you have the treasure map number 3, you need the clues with number 3. If you have treasure map number 7, you need the clues number 7. This mechanics has nothing with like finding the treasures. It mechanics
Okay, so
says
if I'm minting,
you have different treasure maps on different levels.
so I could, if I mint 5 green NFTs, I could potentially have 5 different treasure maps pieces
Exactly. If you will
and
be
no
lucky.
coordinates, right?
Yeah,
So and then I might want to trade some of my maps for coordinates for the maps that I do that I'm going to keep or
yeah.
something like that. But then when I solve the green level, I can then burn those 5 NFTs, and now I'm moving up to the blue level, which has more. It's scarcer NFTs. There's less of them. I get 2 for 5. So I burn 5, I get 2. I need 5 to move on to the next level. And obviously I need at least 3 NFTs to solve the puzzle. I need the map and 2 coordinates. Is that usually going to be enough? Or is there also I don't have a starting location? Oh, if I have the coordinates, I have the starting location and I have an
No,
image.
for the green level coordinates, it's just an answer. So it's a final. Like in the green level, you just got the treasure map. For example, it's a Google Street View like we play, and we telling you like you have to find like it's in Boston or in Dallas. So almost impossible. It's very hard. You can spend 1 hour, 2 hours, but the coordinates is the answer. So the coordinates is the exact location. So if you got the coordinates, you can just input these coordinates and find the place actually.
Okay, I gotcha.
But
But
on the blue level and epic level, we have like different mechanics. So there is a treasure map and 3 clues like what's the country, what's the town, and where is it by the compass. So we test all mechanics in one game to understand what people most like.
got it. So the coordinates are only on the uncommon level. And as you move up, the clues are not as specific with coordinates. It's more you gotta use the
Yeah,
clues to
yeah,
find your starting location and then where you go from there.
exactly.
Very, very cool. Super interesting. So, and you mentioned briefly about the treasure chests. So, give me a little more information about the treasure chests. What's
Treasure
that?
chest, it's just on chain, purely game like it's a game of luck and gamble. So you just, if you got the treasure map, or sorry, treasure chest, there is a button claim. You can claim the treasure right now through smart contracts, through verifiable random function. It means you just got lucky, you won the prize.
So, if I might mint an NFT, and if it's got a
Yeah,
treasure chest on it, that means I won, or I just won. I don't have to solve
yeah,
anything.
exactly.
I can claim that, and I win a little bit of stacks or a little bit of skull.
Yeah, that's how it works. And actually, you can like burn 5 green NFTs and got the chest on the next on the rare level. So it's again you are again the one that part of the prize fund.
So when you merge, you could get a chest in one on the next level, which is going to be also a higher reward. The rewards go up the higher you go in levels.
Yeah. So it makes very difficult and interesting mechanics and social engagement with trading, with people. We will see.
So limit to 1,000 NFTs, 3 stacks each. Whitelist, we talked about this a little bit. Whitelist number 7. Whitelist will be distributed for fair access, allowing players to mint 5 to 10 NFTs, making them eligible to level up in exchange. So the whitelist is a way so that if I wanted to come in and buy, if I had 3,000 stacks, I could just buy up all the green NFTs potentially, but
Yeah.
there's a limit. I'm not allowed to do that.
We will
Address.
not give opportunity to anyone to buy all of them because it's an easy game. Uh, it's like you have to buy all of them because the price fund is bigger than actually the like mean price. So that's why we will give away a lot of white lists. For example, if it will be 10 NFTs per the person, it will be 100 white lists. If we have a bigger community, it will be 5 NFTs, like it will be 200 people to participate. But it means like now for people to get through the to the like blue level rare to the epic level, they have to make social engagement. They have to trade, to exchange NFTs. They cannot go to the next level like epic level, yeah, because you have to own a lot of NFTs.
Right. Because you need 5 to mint 2, so you need 10 to mint 4,
Yeah,
and then you would need another, and really you need 15 to mint 6 to get 5 to mint to the next level if you're doing it that way, unless you're buying it or trading with somebody else.
yeah.
So the prize pool follows a deflationary model, enhances Skullcoin's value with each game. From the mint process, 10% is allocated for Skull buybacks and burns. So 10% of the NFT, 10% of the initial 3,000 STX is going to buy back Skullcoin and burn Skullcoin.
Yeah, it makes Skullcoin deflationary. If game will be very successful, it means like a lot for any investors to understand how it works because it's a win-win situation. If the price of Skullcoin will go up, it's like like other two coins because their price is very important. Unfortunately, for mass adoption, the people see this something skyrocketing and they came to this project. But
Right.
our project is about like engagement and activities. It's very important to create a culture like this.
Very cool. So uh, so you have a 2,700 stacks prize pool after taking 10% off out of the whole. Once you sell all of the green NFTs, that's 3,000 stacks. 300 goes to buying some Skullcoin and burning. 2,700 is now the prize pool for that round or that level. And then it says also additionally partner project contributions add over 2,000 stacks. So the overall prize pool is actually higher than the input from the players.
Yeah, so what is interesting, what is happening actually, the meme coins come to us and we came to them and make collaboration. So it means like they add in the prize pool and we create NFTs for them. And the stories like, for example, we create logos with their NFTs like Bitcoin Pepe, Leo. When we create those NFTs and the people in the game click on those NFTs and it's a treasure maps actually. So with the Leo cat is a treasure map. You have to find Leo. With Bitcoin Pepe, it's a treasure map. You have to find Pepe with the Welsh. It means like when people trade or share those NFTs on the Twitter, like on X, on the Gamma market, it will be visible to everyone.
Right. And then you're also getting those communities involved in playing on Skullcoin because the prize pool is also from those tokens as well for
Yeah.
that version or that chapter of the game.
So
Like a
yeah,
special
it's
edition.
create a new meaning for meme coins. It's create new interaction for meme coins.
Very cool. Yeah, of course, and that's a great collaboration because you're reaching out to all of the communities. You're providing value to the meme coins, an opportunity for them to do some branding, co-marketing, and really cool concept. I love that. So take me through. We're at slide number 9 or post number 9. It says friend or foe. So this is about like the engagement and trading and stuff.
Yeah.
And so basically, like we were talking about, like I have my NFTs, I need X, you need Y that I have, we can trade these, or we can also just collaborate. I have this, you have that. Together we can maybe solve the map and we can just split the reward for that map.
Yeah, so if you are known for each other, you can just trade those NFTs following the numbers on the market on the Gamma. If you are friends, you can just exchange information in the chat. But also you can become the friends. This is most important. You can meet each other.
So is there anything in game where I can actually reach out to somebody can I determine who has that NFT I need? Is there a way to figure that out?
Yeah, for example, we have a share button with X like with Twitter. So you can share your NFTs to Twitter and people can find each other by just looking your feed, your news like an X.
Cool. So you're if you're playing the game, you should be on X and checking out, maybe searching, maybe even incorporate it where there's specific hashtags that people use to find the posts related to what they might be looking for.
Yeah, like this, we want to create this culture of activities, new activities on Twitter.
So number 10, advanced strategies. It says when a player purchases even a single NFT, it effectively locks the entire burn chain up to the legendary level, which introduces a value add to the game.
So it means like if you have only one NFT, you block one of the burning mechanism. You understand? You have five NFTs, like, and you burn one of them.
Right.
Sorry, you block one of them. So you just blocking the chain of somebody want to burn to the last legendary level.
Got it. Because there's a finite number of NFTs, and you need to get to the legendary level. All of these NFTs that are getting burned to get to the next levels, moving up to epic and all that. Once at a certain point when you're getting to the legendary level, if somebody's holding just one green NFT and they're not even really participating, that NFT has now become a lot more valuable to somebody looking to burn, to get one more blue, to get one more purple, to move on.
Yeah, PeaceLove, you got it. Exactly. So it means like the game could last forever. So the sum of treasures could like forbidden, like forgotten. I mean, like people could not find sum of treasures. If there is a person who just forget about his NFTs.
So I'm looking at number 11, use cases for NFTs and meme coins. The game can check a player's blockchain wallet to verify the assets, the ownership requirements to unlock the chests, which adds value to scarcity. So it's kind of related to what we're talking about. So because there's just this constant growing scarcity amongst the NFTs needed to move forward in the game. By holding
example,
them.
You have a Leo cats, the Leo NFTs, and we say like to open this kind of chest, you have to own the Leo NFT.
Oh, okay. So, that too. So you can do it so that you have to hold Rucoin or Leo or Welsh or Notcoin or whatever. Bitcoin Pepe, right? You have to, in order to participate in that special edition or that chapter of the game, you have to be a holder.
You have to hold like fresh and moist socks to open some of cool chests.
I qualify for that game. I have fresh and moist socks right now, actually.
Yeah, only socks will give you opportunity to open super duper chest.
So slide number 12, I'm looking at. It's showing me Axie Infinity and the was it World Championship Poker or World Series of Poker or something like that. And I'm not sure what's this. Explain this one for me.
We just draw inspiration from those games, and we understand the mechanics very deeply, and we built our game based on experience the games before, like iMessage updated to WhatsApp updated to Telegram. We just got the best experience, and we just do our job to ship something new.
Very cool. Roadmap is a beautifully crafted profile system, displays each player's progress and individual style. Experience points will eventually unlock new options. That's interesting. And an exciting competitive layer for simultaneous treasure hunts. And there will be more on this in the future. So
the interesting thing when we can make this like kind of metaverse augment reality in the real world. So we can just drop some creatures and you have to find and fight some creatures. You have to team up. It will be in the future. It's very simple actually to understand, and we have also development in Telegram application to make more mass adoption, but it will come with time. We just explain how far it can be.
Very cool, man. I didn't even realize I learned a lot today, and I'm pretty familiar with what you've been building. But yeah, it's a very complicated process what you're it was a lot of work involved in putting this together, man, and it's really very, very impressive.
Yeah, that's why I'm so old, you know.
That's why you're so tired. You look old like
No,
me.
actually, I'm not tired because, like, you know, the time doesn't exist. As all the people come to me and ask you, you know, you build in how much, like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So I'm telling everyone that it doesn't matter really. I'm living my life, and this is uh, not only my hobby, but I'm actually love what I'm doing very much. So I'm
Yeah,
just,
you can
you know,
tell.
I'm just grinding money from the poker and investing to this project a lot by myself without any investors. We have indie team, and we are all believers. That's very important.
It is very important to have a team of people that are behind you that believe in the project. And I know all too well because I'm fortunate to have a small and growing team behind me here at DeOrganized that believe in what we're doing as well. And that makes all the difference. It really does. I just want to shout out Hero Gamer says, so it will make me rich, right? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
If you solve all the
first
if
game
you
will make rich anyone, but you have to understand how far you want to play. Because, like, for example, you can sell your NFTs on the rare, on the blue level. You can sell your NFTs on the green level because people will compete on market for those
right,
NFTs.
right. Sky's the limit depending on how popular the game actually gets and how many people start participating. But I think we have a great community here, a very broad and diverse community, and I think that you're onto something as far as incentivizing the meme token communities to have their own little niche piece in that puzzle as well. Super excited. So story mode launches tomorrow on mainnet. Is that what?
We are planning, we are testing right now. If it will be everything okay, we will ship it tomorrow. Yeah. So
So
and
soon.
yeah, soon, like Blizzard company, like soon, every time soon, every month soon. But I want to say a very important thing that storyline is just a first chapter. We can write a stories like for any coin, for Ru coin of Jack. Jack can help us with stories. We can write stories for Leo, for Pepe, for Moist and Fresh Socks. So these stories will make more, you know, entertainment for people. Dive deep into the culture of the meme coins. I believe
Very cool.
it's important.
Yeah, and I think that so you're looking to get the meme. So if you guys are out there and you're running one of these meme communities, and I'm sure Jack will be interested, and the guys from Bitcoin Pepe and Rubes from Leo, these guys are all going to want into the Welsh community. I'm sure. We'll all want to be a part of that too. So I'm sure that if they're listening, you guys need to reach out to Xenitron and get, Jack's been killing it with being the first one that does this and the first one that does that with Rue. So I'm sure he's going to want to be the first coin on Skullcoin if he can be. So you other guys, that this is maybe your one chance to scoop Jack on something. So get out there and get on
Yeah,
Xenitron's ear.
in
Be the
Skullcoin
first one.
there will be a rule treasure maps with like rules for sure. Yeah, Jack, we contacted Jack for the first. Yeah.
Well, unless somebody gets there first, Jack's busy right now. So maybe
Mm.
somebody has a chance to. I love Jack. I love Rue. I'm just kind of tweaking him a little bit, but he's been the first on everything. So all of the other,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
trying to
very,
talk to
very
everyone else
talented.
besides Jack. Here's an opportunity to not be second to RueCoin on something developing for a little while. You might want to pay attention. Um, man, I'm super excited. I've been bullish on this project for months since I heard about it, and I've been playing around with the test net with you. I love the iteration that you did with the community engagement on X and how you developed that and how huge it is. Like you're getting a lot of people tuning in and a lot of people participating, and just creates a fun atmosphere in this space. So kudos to you, man, for innovating and then innovating and then innovating. Really cool stuff. You're a tremendous guy in the Stacks ecosystem beyond Skullcoin as well. You're always in the spaces. You're always contributing great insights into the conversation from a great perspective. And thank you so much for joining me today. What else should we know about Skullcoin? Anything we didn't cover? I think we probably got everything, but anything else you wanted to say?
Well, I'm just wanted to say it's very interesting. We participate in this Bitcoin fee accelerator by Tim Draper and team. We'll see if we will be qualified for this accelerator, because it will give us a lot of opportunity for this roadmap. Because to build this player versus player and player versus environment system with a lot of mechanics, in my perception, everyone can just tell in X and Twitter, let's duel, let's make some fights like Mortal Kombat and having fun. It's very important because we just want to make a more social engagement in our community. Because if we create a culture and it will be very interesting, entertaining, it means like the new people can come from other communities, because there is something interesting happening. It's very important to understand that culture is everything. In my age, I realized this last years, because with all those, economical flows, money flows, what is important for people to be the part of something bigger than money.
Yes, actually, at the core level, we all are seeking meaningful experience, and part of that is engaging with others. And it's not an experience. I'm a big Fish fan. Fish, the band, they're a jam band. I mean, maybe you're familiar, maybe you're not. But there's a line in a song that says it's not an experience if you can't bring someone along. It's sure, you can have an experience by yourself in your head, and I have plenty of that kind of experience myself, but it's not as meaningful of an experience if there's not another person to experience it with you. So that's to the
and the feeling experience is very important. What you feel. Actually, we have a lot of theory about this game, but you have to play one time. You have to feel one time something new. Because we got last games, and for example, our co-host Taxi got the first win, and she was very happy actually, because finally she realized and she got this feeling of winning, and it's something that you cannot explain in theory and words and in text and books, because our feeling is deep, has the deepest meaning on Earth.
Right. Because it's true. That's actually why your emotions are true. You're feeling that feeling. And maybe it's based on a misunderstanding. Maybe it's based on information that may be inaccurate, but the emotion you're feeling is true. No matter what you do, you're truly feeling that emotion and at the time. So it's a huge part of experience, is feeling emotions and acknowledging them. I didn't know a Staxy one. I'm so glad, because I know it's hard. It's really hard to play the game while you're also trying to chat and engage in the conversation and also manipulate Google Maps and everything. So I'm so happy to hear that she won one, because she's awesome. She's such a great. I think you did a great job picking the right person to help you with that project as well, because she's so.
Yeah, because woman energy is very important for our community also. We need the balance. Balance is
we do, and I it's growing. We are getting a lot more feminine energy in our space too. And it's starting to come to the front. We do have Staxy, and we have Good Kitty and Nieta, and even Nobody Famous with her song that she did, and a bunch of there's a ton of Miss Gecko starting to get a little bit more out in the space, and I feel like I'm gonna stop talking and miss somebody important, but there is a growing number of women in the space that are becoming more out front, and I think that we absolutely need that balance. We absolutely need that balance. It's not, there's a reason why our nature is polarized to some degree. That's what makes experience actually.
Absolutely, I agree.
Well, this has been great. I've had you on for a little over an hour now. But you're timeless apparently, so we can just
Sure, yeah.
we can go forever. But yeah, I'm happy to. This has been a great show, and
Thank you.
thank you so much for coming on today. We've had a great turnout, lots of people watching, and I know I understand the game a little bit more, and I had a pretty good handle on it anyway. So very soon, the intro story mode, which is really just a way to learn the processes of the game, that's going to launch within the next couple of days, let's say. Once you guys get that all sorted out, and then early November will be the player versus player, and that's going to take some white lists. So people will need to look. How are you determining those white lists?
We will make giveaways, and I believe we will give whitelist to our influencers, to project like founders. So, for example, if will be 5 per whitelist NFTs, it means we have to find 200 people. Yeah. So I
Yep.
believe we have 200 people active in community who will play. Yeah.
Definitely. We're pushing 300 that tuned into our show so far today. So there's definitely 200 people in the community for sure that we can get waitlisted. I don't think that'll be a problem, to be honest. So you're just going to kind of do something like similar to what the NFT mints are doing right now, where they're offering some whitelist opportunities to their community.
Yeah, but it's will be on the first game, yeah, and it's like as I mentioned before, it's like football matches, it's like chess parties. The game will be on regular basis, so if anyone will miss the first game, the second game will be better, more polished, more balanced with treasure map.
Cool. Very cool. I'm so excited, Xenitron. Thank you so much, man. I love
Thank you.
what you're building. I love your personality. I love the mask with the sunglasses. I think it's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on and supporting our show. And
Thank you a lot. The best show ever. Thank you.
oh, thank you. Too kind. Too kind. We're working on it. I know we have room for improvement, but I think we are getting better and better as we do it. So we'll keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it. You guys tune in, pay attention, watch for Skullcoin. It's going to be coming out. If you have a meme coin community, reach out to Xenitron to get on, maybe work on some collabs with Skullcoin and some of the iterations of their game. It's going to be really fun, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. I am PeaceLoveMusic. We are DeOrganized on Bitcoin Live, and you all have a blessed day. Tune in at noon, X Spaces. We have some great guests. The advisor Gnome from Stacking DAO is coming on, and Not Tim from the Nothing Token community, as well as Hadan from Alex Labs. So we're going to have a great show. Tune in at noon, and Haddy and I will be there. Maybe Jack will join us. I'm not sure if he's too busy. Jack's just crushing it lately, so it's hard to get him. But he might be joining us as well. And you all have a blessed day.